We have been waiting for long time for this moment. I would like to thank the sports department for making the today happen for this very important program for the youth and athletes of the state. Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, Commissioner Secretary, Sports and Youth Affairs, Department, Government of Meghalaya, Dr. Vijay Kumar, Director of Sports and Youth Affairs, Kong Booth, President of Meghalaya State Olympic Association, Working President by John Kalshieng, but finally General Secretary of MSOA, and all the officials of Sports and Youth Affairs Department, and especially to our sports achiever who have given their best to make this day happen. Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, I would like to congratulate all of you who have engineered the initiative to create the platform for our youth and young ones to showcase their talents in different kinds of disciplines. Respected sir, before I proceed forward with my speech, I would like to thank you, sir, for your precious time and your dedication toward the sports and other works. My dear friends, I would like to tell you and inform you also, when I took over as a sports minister in 2018, immediately I start to initiate how to have our own sports policy and youth policy, so that we can do many things for our athletes and for our sports loving person of the state. Why I want to bring this policy? Because I know and I believe through this policy we can transform the system to uplift the sports persons, our youth, our young generations, and the state as a whole. And side by side, I really desire to see the transparency in management of sports for the benefit of our youth and society as a whole. That's why, my dear friends, we have already approved the sports and youth policy. In 2019, we approved the sports policy, and 2022, we already approved the youth policy, which is very important for our state to move forward. I think through this policy, we will ensure that every sports and organization is efficiency, strong, transparent, and fully engaged in their dedicated dedicated management. Meghalaya is undoubtedly a sports-loving state that take pride in participating and competing on a national and international arena. Commissioner Secretary has already mentioned about the infrastructure which is going around the state. The construction of the GN complex, the construction of PS Sangma Stadium, and other venues around the state. And we should not forget also, I think Commissioner Secretary forgot Jongsha Stadium also. It's very important. Don't mind because it's fall under my constituency, maybe you forgot. Actually, I'll tell you, myself and Chief Minister, how much we have been trying to promote the sports in our state. I remember the last few years back, maybe last 10, 15 years back, I think the youth of our state, the sportsperson of our state, they have been deprived. Don't mind I have to say this word. Because there is no kind of this thing which happened today. Policy is very important. Policy is very important for all of us. Why? I keep, pushing our department, pushing our commissioner secretary to start implementing of a policy which we already have. Something here and there, it's still missing. That's why I told them to start operation immediately. Because I know how many state associations, how many individuals, they need our support. I'll tell you through my experience, so many organizations, so many associations, they used to come directly to me, to meet me, asking, some help financially and whatever. I cannot say no. Whatever I can help from my side, I used to. But once we have our own policy, a youth and sports policy, I think all the sports association, all the individual, I think they can, follow the policy which is already there. So a little bit, I think maybe another weeks or months, I think it will be complete. Because operational manual, we are still doing, I think. Once this thing is done, I won't see anyone, waiting for me in line in my office in Secretariat. Because so many associations, I'll tell you. Because I'm being, approachable person, so many people used to come, I don't know. They thought from my pocket I have to give them to go outside the state. But which I used to. But I hope, because of this policy, once this policy is implemented, and then they have to follow accordingly. Friends, I don't want to take much time, because we are coming here to launch this scheme and facilitation for all the achiever, which are, most of them, they have been waiting from 2017-18, which this scheme will be continued. Friends, before I conclude my speech, I would like to assure my hardest congratulations to all our sports achievers. This facilitation program will boost the overall sports development in our state, and we need to work together to uplift our youth in the different areas of life. Before I conclude my speech once again, I would just like to quote one of my best quotes. I used to quote this when I ever go to any function in any areas in our state, especially for our youth. One small step today will be the giant leaps of tomorrow. Kublai Mithala, thank you.